Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths S1. In today's video, we will solve one of the question of mensuration, which will help us to understand better the concept of volume and cone in this context. So let's have this question. It is about a solid cone with diameter 9 centimeter and slant height is 10 centimeter and vertical height is h. First part of the question is talking about calculate the curved surface area of the cone. Now what is the curved surface area? You know, in this surrounding of this cone, whatever the area is, that is called curved surface area. And what is the formula? It is also given to you here, pi RL, where L is this slant height of the cone is called L. So if I apply this formula, pi RL, radius is half of the diameter is 9, so it will be 9 divided by 2, which is 4.5 centimeter. So curved surface area of the cone will be pi, r is 4.5 and slant height is 10. Pi, you can use pi as it is in the calculator, or 22 upon 7 or 3.142. If nothing is mentioned in the question, your choice. So if you substitute this in the calculator, your answer will come 141.39. And usually we give answer in 3 significant figure, so it will be 141. By the way, if the same question would say give your answer in the exact form, okay, read carefully. Sometime it is saying exact form, or sometime it is saying in terms of pi. So then you can write here or 45 pi, because 4.5 into 10 is 45. So you can write it in the exact form like this. It is not required now, but in case. Then question is saying find the value of h, which is the vertical height of the cone. So what comes in your mind? How would you calculate it? Anything? So it reminds you right angle triangle, Pythagoras theorem. So this will be the radius, which is 4.5. So you can apply Pythagoras theorem, which is hypotenuse square is equals to sum of the square of the other two sides. Agreed? So it will be 10 square minus 4.5 square. So take the square root of it. You can use the calculator and answer will be 8.93. And don't forget to write the unit. The next part of the question is part B. Now what happened if you look at the diagram? This diagram was not in the question. I have drawn here for you. These two were here in the question. I have drawn to just make the relation here to make you understand. Actually it was this big cone which I have drawn here on the left side. Now if you cut it from here, from the top, from here, if you cut it out, then this small cone will be one part which is drawn here. And this bottom part, which is called frustum, is here in the bottom, and it is on the left hand side of the diagram. Now question is saying these are similar. See, similar word is highlighted. Now why this word is very important here? Because we will make use of the concept of ratios here. For the similar figure, you know, the ratio of any corresponding sides is same. So we will make use of this concept here. So let's see how. I have to calculate the vertical height of this small cone. Okay. Now I don't know this slant height. I don't know this height. I only know radius. So this will not help me. So what I have done, if you see here the big circle, the big cone which was given to you in the earlier part, this you have just calculated 8.93 in the previous part. Sorry, this is little slant, but try to understand what I'm doing. So this was 8.93 given to you. And this is asked. What is this? So let me call it H1. This radius is 1.5 and this radius is 4.5. So now if question is saying the cones are similar, it means this one and this one. It means we can take the ratio of the corresponding sides and corresponding height or corresponding circumference, whatever is given to us. So here, if I see it is 8.93. This I have to calculate 1.5 and 4.5. So if the cones are similar, I can write the ratio here. H1 over 8.93 is equals to ratio of 1.5 over 4.5. And then you can use calculator, cross multiplication, and your answer will be 2.97. I'm using calculator, by the way, not mentally. Okay, now calculate the curved surface area of this small cone. So now I know the height of it. The height is 2.977 and radius is 1.5. To find the curved surface area of this cone, the formula will be pi RL. But I don't know L. So what will I do here? Again, I will use Pythagoras theorem, right? So for this small cone, first of all, I have to find out what is L. H I know. So L square equals to H1 square plus 1.5 square, right? H1 is 2.977 square. So you can use the calculator, you can find the square root of it. So it will be 3.33. Okay, so now I know the curved surface area of this. Sorry, I have just found lateral height right now. So curved surface area will be pi RL. So curved surface area, now this is my abbreviation, by the way, pi RL. R is 1.5 and L is 3.33. And use the calculator, 15.71 square centimeter. Now next part of the question is saying find out the shaded portion of the solid is actually what was discussed in part B, and it is joined with the solid cylinder with diameter 9. So this is your solid shape now. Calculate the total surface area of the whole solid. So how many surfaces do you see here? Okay, so this is your small circle, and because in the bottom you have a big circle, so two areas of the circle. By the way, do not make mistake of calculating this area. Why? Because this circle is hidden. The top one has been put on top of the cylinder, so no more you can see this circle here. When we are talking about total surface area, it is about the surfaces which are seen, which are obvious, not the one which is hidden. So you will ignore this one. Okay, so two surface area of the circle, it has radius 1.5 and it has radius 4.5. Beside that, you will find out the curved surface area of this big circle, all around it, this which is 2 pi RH, and for this one it was pi R square. This is also pi R square. Beside that, this curved surface area of this thing. So I have done it here. Formula I've written before. So curved surface area is a small circle, which is pi R square, the top one. Big circle in the bottom. Curved cylindrical surface is around this. Formula is this. And this top, which is gray in color here, right? So you have to find out this surface area. Now how will you find out this? Because these two are easy to calculate. But what about this curved surface area of the top? And what I have done here, any idea? Okay, let me show you this diagram which I have drawn here. Curved surface area is basically this orange part. Okay, I'm talking about this part. This is what is the diagram on the top of the cylinder, because cylinder was here. Okay, so it was about basically this curved surface area. I can't find this out. It is not a shape for which we know the formula. So what we will do? We will find out the curved surface area of the big cone. Rather, we have found up there 45 pi. Remember in part 1. And then curved surface area of the small cone also we have found in part B. So if we minus, big minus small, what we will left with? We will be left with the curved surface area of this shape. That's why I have subtracted here. And then just put these values in the calculator, nothing else. And you will find out the total surface area of the solid figure which is drawn here. So I hope you understood. If you have any query, you can write it in the comment. I would love to explain it. Thank you very much for watching. Share it with your friends and press like and subscribe button. Take care. Allah Hafiz.